Welcome to the Hollywood Scholar. I'm Jed Morgan, and Prime Video's Lord of the Rings show, The Rings of Power, has had a rocky road to say the least. From terrible so-called superfans interviews that just prove that they are not fans of this show whatsoever, to bad marketing, to a terrible trailer, to focusing on the wrong things, and to weaponizing the Tolkien lore with so-called Tolkien scholars to attack the fans and tell them that they are wrong. Everything that's come out about this show has degraded the audience, mocked them, and mocked the very foundation on which Tolkien was built, all for identity politics and diversity. Now, diversity in and of itself is not an issue. I have to say that in every single video I do, but there are certain stories that it doesn't make sense in. If we were to make an African mythology film, it wouldn't make sense to have really that many white people. It should be near 100% black, because that's the story that it was intended to be and for the people that it was intended to be for. Lord of the Rings was intended to be a mythology for England. That's pretty much a 100% white country, especially in the medieval era, which this is based around. So, yeah, totally fine with Lord of the Rings being all white. It shouldn't be as controversial an opinion as it is. But with all that, there's some more stuff coming out about it. Apparently, the Prime Video show has released a couple more images for their upcoming show, and I haven't looked at them yet, but I fully expect them to be terrible. And this is the original still that they released, I think almost a year ago. This was the first image we saw of the film. Nothing really special. All right, we've got this. The fuck am I looking at? I'm not sure. Is that a wizard staff? Interesting. I don't know. This doesn't really speak Lord of the Rings. This haircut is way too fucking good. And that's been a problem with some of the other characters in the Prime Video show. I mean, it's still more ragged than the Black Elf's clean cut. That was a clean cut. But I'm not sure quite what I'm looking for. And he is apparently an original character as Theo in Lord of the Rings. Yeah, and they don't need original characters. That is one thing that Tolkien lore does not lack. He created family trees upon family trees. Pretty much every important person who ever existed within Middle-earth has a name and a slight story to them, given to them by Tolkien. The Lord of the Rings show does not need to create original characters, but they keep making several of them. And a lot of the other ones that they've created, like a single mom randomly, that doesn't really add to the story much, at least from what's been described. And, I don't see this teenage boy having that much of an impact on the story, or at least should. He's just too young. A lot of young people won't affect the politics of a place like Middle-earth or the realm of power that is in Middle-earth. So I don't expect him to be. I don't think he should be that boy. And we also have Brawwyn, Lord of the Rings. It looks fine. Her costume looks super cheap, and her hair's done up too well. They have this big problem with hair in Lord of the Rings. It's medieval. There's not a whole lot of hairstyling going on in medieval times, which this is based around. She's apparently a village healer and involved in a forbidden relationship. Okay, so this is the original character that I was talking about earlier. Yeah, she's a single mom in a forbidden relationship with an elf. And that's kind of taken away a story from the Silmarillion and kind of parodied by Aragorn and Arwen from The Lord of the Rings, is the forbidden love of a human and an elf. But yeah, I guess we just got a final look at this character that they've been talking about for a while. Looks generic. Like, that cape just seems fake as all shit. But I don't know. These don't really say much about the overall story. Yeah, there's some other stuff from before, images. A lot of people have been talking about the OneRing.net has been going bananas supporting this film and selling out their audience. And overall, I'm not excited for this film or this show whatsoever. I feel like it'll 100% destroy the canon and the love for this franchise that so many people have had. And, it might make money in season 1, but it's going to be hated. And it's going to be hated hard. But we'll have to wait and see for the show to come out in September to really have any firm statements on it. But anyway, that's all I have for today. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Anon. If you like what I do here and want to see good, compelling stories that Hollywood will no longer give you, check out my book series, Odyssey of a Phoenix, a mythological epic about philosophy, morality, and modern-day mental illness issues. Books 1, Down in Flames, and Book 2, Apocalypse Then, currently on sale. Book 3, Kill the Dark,
coming soon.